Kim, you've been doing a lot online. Most of your business does do a lot of online and phone calling, but tell me what you've been doing to inspire people and to share ways to keep active during quarantine and isolation.
Thanks so much, Patty, for having me here today. So it's about 2 weeks ago, right before the gym that I actually teach at closed, I decided that I wanted to create this private Facebook group that was absolutely free to inspire people to keep moving during this time. I didn't know what it was going to look like or whether it would be taking off, but it's been fantastic. We have over 300 members in the group, and we've got people from all over the world, and we meet daily and do fitness together. And it's I really promote exercise from a place of feeling good in our bodies rather than changing our bodies. So we are inspiring each other in the group. We have beautiful community happening, and most importantly, we're breaking up some of the monotony in our day right now and shifting emotion and helping us feel good. So it's been great.
Awesome. And you've talked a lot about food as well, and a lot of people are emotionally eating and maybe not eating things that they should be, but you've also talked about not associating a lot of shame with that. Can you explain a little bit more about some of your posts in terms of that?
Yeah, thanks so much for that. I think because of my own struggles with food for close to 30 years, we tend to use food sometimes to help us through difficult times. And right now, with what we're going through, I want everyone to know that it makes absolute sense to be trying to find some comfort right now. We have lots of extra time on our hands. We might be missing our friends in our lives, feeling sadness, feeling fear, and food is helping people right now. So I like to normalize that for everyone. We don't need to feel the guilt and the shame over it. Our bodies potentially might change during this time period, but our bodies still deserve that love that we need to give it every day. So I guess the other thing I want to say too is that as much as I feel it's normal for us to be using food right now to support ourselves, I do highly encourage everyone to not only be using food to support themselves. This is a time where we need to be willing to ask for help and to develop other ways to support ourselves and really prioritize our self-care and to normalize our feelings and our emotions so that they don't, fill up within us. And then, that's when we sometimes can feel like we're losing control over our environment. So, yeah.
And so, what are some ways that you can think of in terms of self-care? A lot of people maybe are introverts and they're used to being isolated, but then maybe now have more people around them, and it's sort of disrupting their world. And then you have extroverts who are stuck inside, who are missing that contact with being physically around people as opposed to just talking online or texting.
Yeah, such a good point. And I think for the introverts, I will say that this is the time, and even for extroverts, we all need some time to ourselves. We can't be around people, like it's like too much peopling, right? So I think this is a time where we have to respect each other's needs and even vocalize our needs within our home and have some good family discussions about, respecting each other's space and, making sure you're taking time for yourself, whether that be that you're going out for a walk, whether you want to have some quiet time and read a book in your room. We have to, and of course I know it's difficult when you have children, that's a whole nother story, but we do have to talk about our needs. And I guess for the extroverts, there is so much going on right now. We hear all about it, what's happening in our community, what people are doing to stay social. So I think it's the most important that you take advantage of the opportunities that are out there. If you are missing your gym, let's say, or you're missing your daily exercise, then be open to new ways to explore movement. We have to know that our ideal situation isn't going to be always presented, and we have to be flexible. And I also say too that this is an opportunity where you can actually find out new things about yourself and establish new opportunities to play and to explore new hobbies and interests. So I know, I like, as a mindset coach, I like to have us really think bigger and really have a good perspective over this situation and what it's presenting. And there are some good lessons in it, as we all know, and I believe we're going to get through it. So just really exploring your needs and being able to check in to see what you need on that particular day, because every day is going to look different.
In terms of your clients, what is the overall feeling right now? Is there anything that you're seeing more common that you're having to focus on, or is everybody's situation just unique in itself?
There's definitely a lot of people that are, I'll say, stress eating. That's what people are feeling out of control. I find that people who struggle with food, they try to keep themselves so busy so that they don't, feel the need to eat food. We sometimes try to think that the problem is food, and we like to control that. So there is a lot of people that I'm working with right now around emotions and helping people learn how to eat. So we're always told what to eat or when to eat, but I like to tap into how to eat so that we can really be as present as we can with our food and allow our food to nourish us during this time. And the other thing, I guess, would be that people are, feeling alone right now. They're feeling very alone, especially people who do live alone. And so food is that companion. And, quite often we don't feel comfortable eating by ourselves. So then we partner up with the couch and the converter, and we're right in front of the television, and that's where we're doing our eating. So I'm just trying to help people explore all of this. And other people are actually doing quite well because maybe their jobs were their source of stress. Maybe people they worked with were their source of stress. And so now if they're at home, they don't have that in their life right now. And they're actually doing quite good. They're actually like worried about when they have to go back to work. So it looks so different for everybody, but I think it's just important to talk about it. I know I do manage and oversee an emotional eating support group on Facebook, and there's a lot of members, and it's very active right now. So just having a place to sort through all these feelings and emotions is so key, and that's what I do, and that's why I love the work that I do, because I do look at it from a very different perspective with eating psychology and mind body nutrition. So yeah, I'm always here to help however I can.
And with that, how can people follow along with you and give us where people can find you and connect with you?
Yeah, for sure. So the online emotional eating support group is, you can literally just check that out, emotional eating support. You can find that. I'm one of 3 coaches in that group. And then my exercise and movement that I'm doing, this is a nice big long title. Kim Basler will keep you moving during COVID-19. You can search for that. It is a free group, so you can search for that. And then of course, through my online Facebook and Instagram, and then of course my website's kimbasler.com. So you can find me anywhere you need, and just pick my brain if you're going through some struggles right now. I'm here to help out.